Plymouth Yarns brings us back from Yeti Land, from the far side to the present with their fall-winter collection. Designer Linda Daniels has created the Buckingham lace cardigan, knit in Plymouth, Buckingham. The yarn is a blend of baby alpaca and silk, which is perfect for this fitted bodice and light lacework body in a glorious A-line shape. Linda thought of every detail as she carried forth the wonderful lace around the neck and down each front, only to the beginning of the bodice. Truly a feminine fantasy come true. For the new Eco collection of Plymouth yarns, designer Jody Snyder has created the Mainland cardigan. Mainland is an alpaca silk blend and is one of the many earth-friendly luxury fibers from Plymouth Yarn brings to their fall-winter collection. The cinched waistline flatters any figure, and the flowery corsage accent features Swarovski crystals for some added sparkle. This yarn's high twist gives definition to each stitch and shows off the design to its fullest. Come see what else Plymouth has in store for you. Thank you, ladies.
Chris Bilsma shares her newest designs here with us. Please welcome our models and enjoy. The Take 2 jacket uses 2-stitch patterns knit in 2 directions and in 2 yarns. Classic 150 wool and wool bamboo, both from Classic Elite, create a beautiful tone-on-tone and matte sheen design in this simple bias moss stitch design. Ribbed accent panels on the front, sides, and center create sleek lines. The real fun begins as you create your own yarn combinations that knit and 4 to the inch. Imagine all the different looks you can create. Now show your team spirit as we see the Spirit pullover from Chris Bilsma. Inspired by the Fibonacci numbering system, Chris uses a bevy of colors to play along with the number of rows worked. 2 colored welting on all the edges and gentle shaping add to the finishing touches. Knit in Cascades, Venezia worsted, a merino silk blend, and at relaxed gauge, this wonderful sweater is perfect for any or all seasons.
Who else would you turn to for high color and true body styling other than Laura Bryant and her Prism Yarns collection? Knitted architecture is how Laura describes her first runway piece. Prism's long runs of clear colors define the mitered shaping that has been tweaked with stockinette stitch and filled with short row shaping. It sounds like a lot, but well worth it when you have a finished piece as incredible as this jacket. Laura has created a modern take on a traditional riding jacket, long and tapered and featured here in harvest colors. Worked in a new yarn from Prism called Merino Mia, a 100% fingering weight merino. Choose from a multitude of solid stonewash and print colors and then match with a wonderful button at the waist to keep it all together. One skein, that's right, one skein is all it takes to make this incredible lacy ruffled wrap in Prism's new lace weight gossamer kid mohair. Laura uses the classic feather and fan stitch and gives it a wild turn in this heavenly diaphanous wrap. Playful ruffles follow the stitch's natural wave shape and are built in as the wrap is worked. A form-fitting twisted rib tee is the perfect finishing touch to this outfit and is worked in Merino Mia. Patterns are available in Prism booklet number 44. Thank you, ladies.
Trendsetter Yarn lives up to its name as our next collection comes to the stage. We start with the multi-directional pullover from designer Barry Klein for Trendsetter Yarns. Knit in uneven stripes of Merino 8 shadow-dyed wool and Pandora shadow-dyed in matching color to the wool. The bottom of the pullover is worked around the body in 2 pieces that can be left open at the hips for full figures. The body of the sweater is worked in separate pieces, again, uneven stripes, letting the colors and the textures of Pandora play a part of the design. The collar is picked up from the V shaping and ribbed, long and tall. Buttons are placed down the front and create a placket effect. A fun purse has been added and a fun I-cord braid that runs from the side up and over to create a shoulder strap. Hand-painted ostrich feathers finish off the look as only Barry can do. Fashion designer Fela Reese has created this long textured coat in Trendsetter Yarns Bolero. A new wool tops yarns in elongated space-dyed colors, worked in 2 color variations that each have a variety of colors. The colors change, become more subtle, and allow the texture of the yarn to be as important as the color change itself. Knit in ridges of stock stitch and garter stitch with wonderful diagonal borders that run along the bottom, front, sleeves, and cuffs. The design team from Lane Mondile brings us the final entry for Trendsetter Yarns. Knit in Thema, the 100% self-striping yarn from Mondile. Back panel is worked in ribbon cables that flare at the bottom and decrease up the back. The body on the fronts are picked up off the side edges of the back panel and worked out in flared rib stitch to create overlapping fronts and beautiful long collar. Thank you.
Hand-painted knitting yarns take on a new look as we look at the collection from Hand-Painted Knitting Yarns. Designer Bjorn Court shows us Swing, knit in triangles and stripes from knitting kit containing 12 different yarn types and weight. Cast on the side edge and work in easy short row patterns, creating triangular shapes and a wonderful array of striped yarns such as merino, silk, mohair, nylon, and bamboo. It is so exciting to see the colors change and the textures move as you work from one end to the other. Jacket on the diagonal is the next runway garment from designer Bjorn Court for hand-painted knitting yarns. The jacket is knitted from hand-painted giant skeins of wool, mohair, silk, nylon, and glitter. Each piece is knit on the diagonal with a wonderful zigzag short row pattern on the cuffs and bottom. A wonderful scarf is attached and makes a great finishing touch to a wonderful cardigan. Thank you, ladies.
Last but never least are the wonderful designs of two very creative women, the Twisted Sisters. This little cardigan called Sugar and Spice makes a big statement about the womanly persona wearing the garment. The feminine flirty ruffles are built on a strong collar block foundation and accessorized with tuck and I-cord embellishments. Knit in the finest merino called Zazu, it floats over summer dresses to ward off the evening chill and is equally at home over a tank top and jeans. Our final garment of the evening is called the Tango Coat, knit in Twisted Sisters jazz yarn. The dramatic faceted coat swings and swirls around the body in the most flattering manner. It's composed of 13 panels knit separately, each in its own stitch pattern and individual colorway. The panels are joined by 3 needle bind-offs and finished with a collar band and tie closing. Sleeves are knit in the round and attached again at the simple 3 needle bind-off. Clever shaping of the panels gives it the romantic swing. We'd like to ask all our models to come back up on stage for the finale of our show. This wraps up the Yarn Group Fashion Show for another year, another season. I thought you told me to wrap it up.
I did, but I got another idea.
You got another idea.
We'd also ask to like to ask the many volunteers that are backstage, led by Joanne Turcott and Annie Dempsey, to come out too. And Barry, if you'd stand up, come on, give it up. Joanne, Annie and crew. I'd like to let everyone know that if you are a Yarn Group retail member, a DVD of this show, wonderful quality, is available to you for free